Dear Mooji, I would like to share with you some experiences from my practice of try to see the seer. During meditation, I relax into the feeling of presence, into the I am. It is a moment of stillness and recognition of presence. Then the question comes, even this is observed, but by whom? The seer is not as an object. I felt this is me who observes, but it is an unknown me. It does not belong to this world, immaterial, which does not have dimension and characters. Very good. Very good, you see. It exists, but having no characters, it exists in a completely different way. It is not a thing, but it is. I do not have a proper word for it, but complete emptiness is the best I can choose. It is bliss and freedom. The seer has nothing in this world and is out of this world. Even my body and mind are not actually mine. There were a few moments like this. However, most of the time I live like ego. I wear it most of the time, even without recognizing it is separate from me. I do not want to wear ego anymore. What to do? Master, please help me to follow the path to the realization of the self. Love and peace, Radoslav. What a beautiful letter, what a beautiful letter. I like when I handed this advice and someone follows the advice, brings it inside their own inquiry, and now can make a report like this, you see. And others can learn from it that what I speak works. It's not speculative, it works. You follow, and you must come to the same conclusion at a certain point. Now, this part, however, most of the time I live like ego. What it means, I live like ego. I wear it most of the time, even without recognizing it is separate from me. So this is somehow the fragrance of the past. That is still somehow inside the body. It's like if you had a dream that you're being chased by a tiger, no? And you're running, tiger's on your tail, and then suddenly you wake up. And when you wake up, palpitation still going, palpitation, sweating. But eyes are looking now, seeing, but this is not jungle anymore. Eyes are looking, it's not jungle, but heart. Looking, you see next to you, your child is sleeping peacefully. Then something, the breath is returning to normality. So you have seen now, I am none of these things. I am none of these things. Still, this feeling is still flowing in my veins. What I can do to take it out. So don't focus on trying to take it out, just on remembering who you are. That's all that's important. Remembering, go past ego. So ego is past now. When ego is past, relatives, desire, time, space, intention, all of these things, you have passed that land now. Then you come to the land of the weakness. Then the weakness is witnessing all of this is happening spontaneously. Now this weakness knows, I am not the body, I am not the senses. Body and senses are there. I don't have to get rid of them, don't have to kill them. But now, I am not that. This is clear. So that means transcending body-mind. Now only weakness is left now. Then you say, but even this weakness, who is witnessing the elemental world and the world of feelings and emotions, this weakness itself now is seen as an object. Before it was subject. But with the deeper seeing, it now joins the rest on the screen and becomes a subtle object. But it is still perceived now by a deeper seeing. And when that deeper seeing is searching itself, finds nothing. So this deeper seeing is not producing anything. There's no object about it. There's no emotion in it. Emotions are like clouds passing. Form, name and form, time and space, everything is cloud. Even now, witness, the one who witnesses phenomenally, who witnesses qualitatively, means that this witness is linked to whatever objects this witnessing is witness. So then, if the witness is connected to what it is perceiving, so it has also that DNA inside the witnesser itself. When that is seen, then that witness is a phenomenal witness. And so now present is now a seeing which has no quality is remaining. There's perceiving of the world, of even the power of perceiving is now perceived. But the perceiver is not perceived. Then he says, I see now, I am what is left, cannot be touched, cannot be measured. It doesn't belong to the field of the mind, non-objective, immaterial. These are the words you use, you see. But still I know I am. I know this is. But beyond definition. I've come now beyond definition, you see. Okay? So then, however, most of the time I live like ego. Where did this one come from? This is also watched again. You see? Now, don't determine, I don't want to see this anymore. Who is having this desire? You have to return again to the field of desire, preference, bias, to have this desire. I don't want to live like ego. Who is living like ego? There is just memory, past, identity, that's watched. And in that moment of being watched, you see, something is being pulled back into uniform again. Like an eye arises, growing an eye again. But that's also seen. And the instant it is seen that this eye is now really not true, because it is only an image in the consciousness from where it is seen, then immediately, you see, its power is neutralized. It becomes nothing. And so when its power is neutralized, no need to desire or to kill the desire. The desire is slain right there. I wear the ego most of the time, even without recognizing it is separate. Even without recognizing it is separate from me, you see. This is for a while. This is still the palpitation. The palpitation. The tiger is not in the room. It's still just in the head. It's only memory now. Before, the tiger was not memory. Tiger was actual. When you wake up, the tiger becomes memory. But palpitation is physical. And you look into the palpitation. Now why say, I see the tiger is a illusion? Then why doesn't my heart return to normality? Forget about it. It's not your business. It will go by itself to normality. You just remember that was dream. This is understanding, you see. I do not want to wear ego anymore. I am not wearing ego. And ego is not wearing me. It's just a thought. It is just a thought. I am wearing ego. I'm not wearing ego. Or if I wear ego, he can't trouble me. If you put on your jacket, can your jacket intimidate you? If you put on your pajamas, do they make you sleep? If you put on a fisherman's jacket, you become fisherman. If you go in the garden cutting flowers, you become a gardener. No, not true. Now you can wear any garment because you've understood that these things, they are just thoughts, just practicalities. How are you going to go asleep in this uniform now? You put on a policeman uniform, you become policeman? No. Because policeman is not in your head. So don't worry about these things. Master, please help me to follow the path to the realization of the self. Then don't follow. Only follow my words because they are pointing to understanding. Understanding is the sadhana of the wise ones. You see, when you understand, automatically, because your consciousness is so powerful, when you've really understood something, it causes a reorientation of all that is feeling to be out of rhythm, out of harmony. Everything gets pulled back into alignment spontaneously. And then this letter, you will not have to share anymore this type of letter anymore. So don't take the ego, the mind, too seriously. It is also just a movement, just a thought. You are to see it like this and remain firm in your own awareness. It's a beautiful letter. I'm happy to read it, most of it. And the second part, I'm still happy to read it because you brought it forward. There is some misunderstanding still. Now I hope my advice will help you to rectify that misunderstanding. And it won't be difficult for you because you already come so far, no? So to speak. No, this is just you washed your hands, wipe your hands, forget about it. So, Radoslav, very beautiful. Continue and stay in touch with me. I'm very happy. Thank you.